Hi guys, Creative Lori here, welcome. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and welcome back to everyone else. I'm making some bread pudding. I'm kind of craving a little bit of sweet and savory. So I do have some half and half from the food bank along with some chocolate croissants and cookies and some babka, it was really delicious, but I couldn't finish it or slice it up in time to get out to the homeless, so I had to freeze it. Everything's been defrosted. I'm gonna make just a little batch here. So I'm going to take my vegan butter that I also got from the food bank and line this meatloaf type pan. And then basically you're just gonna cut up everything, so I have two chocolate croissants here, so I'll use one, maybe one cookie, and maybe like a quarter of the babka, which was delicious, by the way, but I just couldn't eat it fast enough or get it out fast enough. I don't remember what was going on at the time, but it just wasn't feasible. So I'm doing a half batch. So I'm going to use a little bit of my applesauce that I've had in my stockpile. Now, if you look at the sugar, 19 grams of sugar. So I don't need to add any sugar to it. And then I'm going to use half and half. I'm going to use the half and half that I got from the food bank. So I'm happy about that. And then some nutmeg and some cinnamon. Let's get this going. I'm gonna chop up everything, and that way you guys can see how it's looking, but I'm pretty excited about it. And I don't really need a lot of sweets, but it's kind of nice to have a little something, and it's been so cold here in California. We're not used to it. So it's nice to cook or bake a little something warm and cozy. So that's what I'm going to do here today for myself and my tenants. They can have as much as they like. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I chopped up everything. One croissant, chocolate croissant, one cookie. So here's the croissant. The cookie is buried kind of underneath, but here it is. It was white chocolate and macadamia nut. And then the babka, one slice, that's all. But let me just show you how gorgeous this babka is. That's why I didn't want to get rid of it. But we just couldn't eat it all or even hand it out in time, so I froze it. All right, so I buttered up my dish with the vegan butter, and I'm going to add now all the wet ingredients and, well, I guess the spices, not sugar and not like anything like that. I might add a pinch of salt. So what I added was 3 slices of babka, 1 whole chocolate croissant, 1 white chocolate macadamia nut cookie, chopped it all up, and then I did let's see, 2 cups of half and half, and I don't think I'm going to put in the applesauce as a binder. I think the milk is quite enough, and there's enough sugar in there, so I really don't want to add that, but I did add cinnamon and nutmeg, and I just kind of whipped it. All right, we're going to pour this over it and see if it's enough moisture. All right, so I added 2.5 cups of the half and half just to make sure everything was covered, and I kind of just pressed it down. So you can see there's a lot of liquid. I did not add any sugar. There's enough sugar in the sweets as it is. So that's it. I'm gonna put it in my toaster oven over there, and I will let you know at the temperature. It's probably gonna be at 375 for about 20 minutes. I'll be back. I made bread pudding out of stale pastry bread that I did get from the food bank. And you'll see that video, how I made it. This is half of it left. I don't think I can eat it. And so finish it. It's really nice. So very sweet. I didn't add any sugar. I didn't add any eggs. All I added was half and half with the items, and you'll see that in a video. So this is really a nice treat, and I'm going to be, I don't think the guys want any of it because I think they think it's burnt, but it's actually just caramelized and then the chocolate too. So I'm just going to slice it into little strips and then freeze it. So that'll be during this week's saving because I don't want to waste it. It's really good with a cup of coffee. So I was really happy with that. And that has been sitting in my freezer for a long time, the breads. And I still have more. I can make 2 more batches, I think, maybe 3. So I really just, when I have a craving for something sweet, I'll pull this out. And maybe I'll just cut it into cubes. That actually sounds better to me. Cubes, take out a cube, and then eat 1 or 2 cubes. Sorry, I lost the footage after the toaster oven. When I pulled it out of the toaster oven, I baked it at 375 for about 25 minutes, and it turned out great. Caramelized, the chocolate just got incorporated everywhere, so I was really happy with it, guys. So sorry about losing the footage afterwards, but I will see you all later, and have a good day. Let me know if you'll make this.